Welcome back, everybody. Let's see. Last we left off, I'm pretty sure we had been going around, like with Sayori and on dates and stuff. So, I think right now we are currently studying for the midterm exams or something like that. Some sort of exams. And, yeah, we're studying over at her place, I think. Yeah, her place. Alrighty, let's get back into it. I feel weak. My head's spinning. Don't worry about me. This is usually what happens after the rain clouds take over. She adds the last part after seeing the worried expression on my face. Without thinking, I wrap one arm around her back and the other around her legs. Hey, what are you doing? I carry her to her bed before laying her down. We can continue this in a bit. I can see from your face that you're fatigued. You should take a breather before we continue. Are you sure? Eyes nod. I know we're short on time, but what good is it to do either of us? What good is it to do either of us if you work yourself to exhaustion? Besides, you're the most important person to me right now. It feels wrong to ask you to help me prepare for an exam when you're clearly tired. Okay. Thanks for looking out for me, Jennifer. Don't thank me. I do this because I enjoy it. I genuinely enjoy your company, whether you're happy or sad. Because you're you. She tries to get up to kiss me, but falls back down, clearly too exhausted to move. Okay. Noticing what she was trying to do, I look down on an empty spot on her bed. It's large enough for me to sit down on. Is it okay if I sit down next to you? Of course. I can tell from her voice and the way she smiles that she isn't faking it this time. I smile and sit next down to her. I then open the window to let some fresh air in. Oh, I hit my mic. Jennifer, can you be honest with me? Of course. I promised I'd never lie to you, remember? She nods and seems to hesitate before continuing. I'm so sorry for being so direct with you, but how do you feel about me? I mean, I know you love me in some way, but I wonder. Aren't you intimidated by like what I'm going through? I shook her hair and run my hand down to her steadily heating cheeks. Yeah. I'm not scared of your depression, because it's part of you. It's one of the many strengths and weaknesses that make you who you are. Sure, I would prefer it if you didn't have it, but, I mean, I don't like you any less for it. I want you to be happy, and I know that it makes your life a lot harder, which I honestly think is just fucking unfair. Why do you say that? You've never done anything other than shower me with kindness and affection. Not just me, but everyone around you. Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica. I stroke her hair again and watch a happy smile appear on her face from my touch. Oh wait, hold up. Need to do this. I swear. Fuck! Why does it do this? Why does it fucking do this? I don't know. And it's infuriating. Come on, you piece of shit. I shook her hair again and watched a happy smile appear on her face from my touch. I unconsciously reflect her smile. For a moment, the two of us breathed in perfect sync. We could have had all possible reasons to become like that haughty student from earlier today. Her reason for being so rude to everyone? She used to be bullied in elementary school, and maybe even has depression as well because of that. The fact that you instead hide your pain by being so nice and loving to everyone, it honestly makes me respect you so much. How do you know that she was like that? Hi, are you existing? I mean, are we all existing? What does it mean to exist? I wish I could be strong like you. I don't want to think the positivity you always displayed was fake. Or I don't want to think. She falls silent, and for a while I stroke her hair while she looks at me. She's smiling. I don't know how to exist. I feel that. I mean, how I mostly do it, sit around, watch anime, play games, watch YouTube, listen to music. Yeah. Don't have a soul. I feel that. Yeah. I don't know anymore. I used to think my positivity was fake, but what you just said made me question myself. She suddenly gasps and let out a high-pitched scream of pain. Ah, my head! Okay, what the fuck is going on now? Sari closes her eyes and her expression becomes pained. She covers her head with her arms. Get out of my head! I don't want to hear your lies anymore! I try to get up, but she takes a firm grip around my left arm. What the fuck? She's a lot stronger than she looks, and easily manages to overpower me, forcing me to stay seated. I don't want to listen to you anymore! I want to listen to Jennifer! I want to believe their words are true. Or as the truth. So, shut up! Sayori, what's happening? Hearing the concern in my voice, she seems to snap Sayori out of her trance. My mind, it's trying to tell me what you said are all lies. But I don't want to listen to it anymore. Not when I see how happy you are. When we're both happy. I suddenly get an idea. Sayori, did any sunlight shine through the rain clouds before you got depressed? She nods, clearly in pain. I take both her hands into mine and kiss her. She gasps and her expression softens. Don't worry, I'll make the rain clouds go away. If your depression is watching, I want it to know that I love you no matter what. No matter how hard you try to push me away, Jennifer, no, don't do it. It's not worth it. She's trying her best not to cry, and her breathing's very heavy. It is to me. You're worth it. Even if each day ends up like this, I'll stick by your side through thick and thin. This is just stupid. You'll only hurt yourself. That's the beauty of people who are madly in love. They become irrational fools. So you can tell your depression to get the hell out, since I'm here to stay. And no matter how hard it tries to push me away, it won't work. Since I know that Sayori would never wish me to disappear. Her body twitches from pain. I pull her up and hug her. I hug her tightly, refusing to let go, no matter how hard she struggles. The rain clouds, turn to the thunderclouds. And I'll be the wind that blows them away. Please, Sayori, just stay strong. Believe me, that my love for you is real. I love you, Sayori. And I never want to let you go. You're the only one for me. Jennifer. Believe my words, Sayori. You're the one I love. And I love you for who you are, with or without depression. You're still the wonderful girl I fell in love with. That won't change no matter what. You're right. She closes her eyes and a smile appears on her face. The rain clouds are being driven back by the wind. I pull her close. Don't be afraid, Sayori. I'm here. You're not alone anymore. We will drive them away together. For a moment, it feels like our heart beat in perfect unison. Our breaths are synchronized with each other. They're gone. They fled. The rain clouds fled. Now there's a bright sunny day on the horizon. I see a rainbow. The calm after the storm. She opens her eyes, and she doesn't need to speak to make me realize that she loves me more than words can describe. I feel the same way about her. You should rest for now. We still have to study, remember? Yeah. I let her go, and she slumps back to her mattress like a rag doll. Jennifer, I love you. I love you too, Sayori. I take her hands into mine. Just don't leave me after this is over. I want to continue being in a relationship with you even after you've recovered. I could never find a better boyfriend. She blushes. It's funny. I always imagined the guy I'd one day want to marry to be the one who could drive the rain clouds away. She gasps and shakes her head in embarrassment. Forget I said that, okay? I'm just saying nonsense. I'm still shocked. I nod and stroke her hair again. Don't rush it, Sayori. I'm not going anywhere. Neither am I. I want to be with you forever. This feels so surreal. Well, I'm definitely not leaving today until we're done studying for that exam. Hey, Sayori? What is it? I'm sorry. For what? For how I treated you these last few years. I was such an idiot. I never paid attention to how my words could affect you. You'd never have to apologize, Jennifer. If I didn't want to spend time with you, I wouldn't have invited you to join the literature club. I know, but still. If I had known about your condition beforehand, I'd definitely have treated you much better. Yeah. Please don't. I don't blame you. I want you to be yourself with me. Even now. Because you're the person I fell in love with, despite your faults. Each person has good and bad traits. Ignoring one of them or favoring the other would not be love. I'm so attracted to you because you see me for who I really am. I want you to continue that. Oh, that's the sweetest things anyone ever said to me. I'm so glad I met you, Sayori. Even when we were just friends, you always knew how to cheer me up. The pleasure's all mine. You're my ray of sunshine. I feel my strength returning. Shall we begin studying then? She shakes her head. Nah. 5 more minutes. Okay? This is so comfortable. I just want this moment to last longer. Yeah. I want that too. The two of us cuddle for a while. Neither of us seems to want to let the other one go. But eventually, I remind Sayori why we're here. The rest of the evening seems to go without any drama on either side. She seems much more energetic and lively than ever. That positivity seems to affect me as well. Thanks to her patient guidance, I end up learning more from a few hours with her than I did during the last few months in class. Evening falls way too soon, and when she kisses me goodnight, I can tell she's not holding back anymore. Ooh. It's almost midnight when I get home and lie down on my bed with a triumphant smile on my face. I love her so much. To know that I managed to help her feel better today makes me feel like I can do anything. Despite my exhaustion, I take out my phone and search for an article on how to deal with depression in relationships. I won't let Sayori down ever again. That night, I have another dream. I hear the same voices again. They're behind us! Can't we shake them off somehow? There are too many of them. Ah! Now of all times? Help me! Alright, climb on my back. But can you carry me? Now's the time to find out. I hear the sound of a pack of dogs barking and growling loudly. After a minute or so, the barks fade into the distance. Whew. You okay? Yeah. Wait, you're bleeding. Don't worry about me. This is nothing. You need a bandage. Let's go. Where to? My home. We can get you a bandage there, as well as patch up your doll. Oh, okay. Hey, Dara, what's up? There's a long silence before the girl replies. I can. Oh yeah. I guess I don't even know your name, huh? My name's Jennifer. What's yours? My name? It's Sayori. The voices fall silent and I soon hear my alarm clock going off. A month has passed since Sayori and I started dating. Each day with her has felt like a dream come true. We've been doing our best to keep our relationship secret, and so far, seems like nobody has even caught on to anything. Yeah, sure. If anyone does get suspicious, Sayori is quick to play the "we're so close because we're childhood friends" card. That's nice and all, but I wish I didn't have to hide my relationship anymore. Her depression has also been awfully quiet lately. It's almost too peaceful. Could she be hiding her pain behind her smile again? I'm so lost in thought that I don't notice the paper airplane coming towards me before it hits me right in the forehead. I look around the classroom, trying to find out who threw it at me, but there are too many potential culprits. I slowly open the paper airplane to see an advertisement for a moonlight parade in a local park which Sayori and I often go to. What in the world is this? I take out my phone and search the name, and indeed, it seems like a legitimate event that's held once in a while during a full moon. Pretty sure the person who threw the paper airplane wasn't aiming at me in particular, but whatever. I put the flyer in my pocket and wait until the lesson ends. This might not be such a bad idea, but it can be a good way for me and Sayori to celebrate having been together for a month. Once class is over, I head over to the literature club, hoping to find Sayori there. I enter to see Monica in the middle with Yuri and Natsuki sitting on their seats. Sayori's nowhere to be found. Oh, hello, Jennifer. I look around me. There's no sign of Sayori. Where's Sayori? I haven't seen her all day. Me neither. Maybe she went to the toilet and locked herself in? Natsuki, don't say such things. What? It could have happened. You know how clumsy she is. I try to shut that mental image out of my head and turn to Monica, who seems unusually quiet and pensive. How about you, Monica? Could she really have? Monica? But I didn't do anything this time. Monica! Do you know anything about Sayori? She sighs. Last time I saw her was at lunch, but she looked like she was walking to the school's entrance gates. She looked unusually glum. Is it just me or is Monica's voice strangely bitter? I think you should go see her, Jennifer. Just hurry up. Don't keep her waiting too long. It's refreshing to see Monica again. I've missed her. Having said that, she returns to her old self as I dash out of the room, and run back home as fast as my legs can take. Why do I feel a strange sense of deja vu? This is the first time something like this has ever happened to me. Call Sayori's phone number, but she doesn't answer. I tried touching the doorknob and find the door is unlocked. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Please answer me. I was about to say, I feel okay because the music hasn't stopped yet, but then, like, it stops right as I want to say that. Okay. I'm gonna call her right now. She's A-okay. I'm gonna say right now, she's okay. I don't gotta worry. It's just trying to scare me. It's all good. It's all good. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't that kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door, where I finally find her. Sayori? She's huddled in the corner of her bed, her arms wrapped around her legs. She's completely motionless with the exception of the occasional sob that shakes her entire body. Sayori, what happened? She doesn't answer. She doesn't even respond much when I wrap my arms around her. All she does is acknowledge my presence by giving a weak nod. Jennifer? I'm here, Sayori. Just please tell me what's wrong, or what happened. She hiccups and hugs me tightly. I was about to text you at lunch to ask you out, except that some girls in my class saw me typing on my phone, stole it from me and read our messages. What? They then said such horrible things. After that, I tried to act like nothing happened. I managed just to keep my cool when I spoke to Monica, but she stops and buries her face in my chest. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. They even read about my condition. They told me to break up with you, so I'm only a burden. And if I don't, they'll... I stroke her back and repeat to her that everything will be alright now. We'll find a way together. If I don't break up with you, they'll tell everyone about my depression. I'll be treated differently. I'll never be the same. I'm not sure that's how that, like, entirely works, but I mean, I guess I get the anxiety of it. But I don't know. I hug her tighter. Don't say that. I'm here, Sayori. I won't leave. Yes. As long as I'm depressed, you won't leave. What? On my way home, I noticed a stray dog in my garden. I was trying to pull something out of a bush. She moves to the side and drags up a long rope. Ah, shit. Why didn't I hide it better? You knew, didn't you? It was all just your way of showing sympathy for me. To keep me from ending my meaningless life. Her tone is sad and frustrated, but at the same time pleading. She looks at me with a frightened and confused expression. Answer honestly, Jennifer. What should I say to her? While it is true that I originally wanted to help her, it developed into something much more personal over time. I know that I've got only one shot, the way she's clutching that rope. I know my answer will determine both our futures. Why? Why did you do it? Because I wanted to help you? Or because I'm in love with you? How are we gonna answer? Anybody want to vote on a idea for how to vote or which answer to choose? Because if not, I'm fine with just going with my own answer. Okay, I guess getting no responses. Let's go then. What? I was in love with you even before I knew about your depression. It just took me forever to realize it's more than just friendship. Her face becomes beetroot red, and she buries her face in my chest again, but this time she doesn't cry. She's probably too shocked. Well, either that or she's finally used up all her reserves of her tears. I think I understand it now. The reason why I joined the literature club. It was because you asked me to. Because I wanted to be with you. To spend time with you. I think deep down I was hoping for a chance to become more than your friend. I can't. Please don't push me away. Don't break up with me because some asshole told you to do so. But they'll tell everyone. Maybe the others deserve to know too. What do you mean? You can't keep hiding the truth from them. Even if some jerks will think less of you for that, so what? Those who love you will still care about you. Perhaps even more so than before. I know I will. And I know I won't leave you. Ever. Jennifer. Thank you. She looks up at me and wipes her tears away. She hands me the rope that she was holding. I was planning to use this rope to end myself. But that was before I knew how you felt about me. No, that was before I realized I could still have, the courage to keep going. She looks down and bites her lip before continuing with heavy breaths. I want you to burn it. Sayori? I think I can find the strength to keep on living. I find my own happiness without relying on cheap escapes. I want to live. Her voice becomes more confident and powerful. Just like when she reads her poems. I want to live. I want to live. I want the sun to come out for once. I want to stay alive. To be by your side. So we can both find happiness. We can find happiness together. Sayori. I take the rope from her. Do you want to burn it with me? Huh? Let's burn it together. It could symbolize the end of how things were before. And the start of a new life. Our life together as a couple. She hesitates for a moment before a bright smile creeps up on her face. Yes. I would love to do that with you, Jennifer. We enter her backyard and pull the rope after us together. It's heavy, but our combined strength lets us heave it up on her grill. What? I'm confused. Okay, sure. I'm not gonna nitpick details, but okay. She walks up to it and tries to rotate the switch and turn it on. However, she seems to hesitate on the last minute. I notice that her hands are shaking. As if by instinct, I walk up to her, take hold of her right hand, look her in the eye, and nod. She nods back and a smile creeps up on her face. We then both grab the wheel with our free hands and turn the power to a maximum at the same time. Maximum overdrive! God, it's been a fat minute since I watched SpongeBob. What the fuck? Anyways, we then take a step back and watch. Nothing happens for a while. Without warning, Sayori slumps to the ground, clearly exhausted. I... I did it. No. We did it. I throw her confused and slightly worried gaze. She suddenly bursts out laughing. We did it. I stood up to the voices in my head. I told them to shut up. And they did. This is all thanks to you. When you held my hand, I felt like I could do anything in the world. I felt the same way. I think this is what they mean by the power of love. And in any case, I'm so happy now. We're about to lean in for a kiss when a loud crackling noise causes us both to jump and look at the grill. Wow. It's beautiful. I stand up to watch the rope slowly burn away, turning into a massive bonfire. For a while, it looks like the flames are dancing. I don't want to think this is a sign. Maybe the rain clouds will disappear now. I don't think they'll go away immediately, but this is the first step. And as long as we're together, we can do this. I agree. We continue to watch the flames dancing on the grill until the sun sets. Neither of us say a word, but we hug and cuddle, both to keep warm, and because both of us want to feel the other close to them. It's only when the flames die down and the rope turns to ash that I realize that from now on, things will never be the same. Just as I walk up to scoop the ashes off of the rope, a strong wind blows and the ashes are blown away, carried by the wind. It's over. I walk back to her and try to kiss her, but to my surprise, she stops me. I'm not sure if I should. I have so many thoughts and feelings surging through me right now. Oh. Hey, wait, I forgot about this. I dig through my pocket and take out the flyer that hit me earlier. Oh, that looks like fun. Yeah, we could do that. Maybe it'd help us both relax. Today was needlessly tense, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry. But I promise I'll change and become better for you, for your sake. No. Not for your sake. I love you. But I'm not sure if I love myself. But if I don't love myself, how can I ever feel comfortable being in a relationship with you? She scans me over with her eyes as we walk back to her house. Jennifer, could we just act like nothing ever happened for the next few hours? I want to just give my brain some time to process what happened. I hug her, and she hugs back tightly. Of course. Take all the time you need. You want me to leave as well? No. I want you to stay right here with me. Huh? I want to make the relationship official, but I think my brain needs some time to get used to thinking you as my boyfriend. It's been a month! What? I mean, sure, you've been keeping it a secret this whole time, but, like, you have to, like, be aware and thinking of him as a boyfriend for you to be aware that you have to keep it a secret, right? Huh, okay. I don't know. I mean, I guess I wouldn't know, but... So I'd like to have one last evening where we're just friends. And then, a mischievous smile pops up on her face. After that, I'll want to ask you out, just like I always wanted to when we were younger. I nod. Okay, I like that idea. You're the best. Just wait here for a bit. I'm gonna go make you dinner tonight. I feel sweat rolling down my forehead. Just don't burn the house down like I nearly did that one time. Don't worry, I won't. I've been practicing. With that, she takes off to the kitchen. The vibrant energy, the outbursts of positivity. This is Sayori I used to know. No. I still know her. Deep down, I know this is her true fuck. I know this is her true personality. Even if I'm wrong and her real personality is a depressed girl, I still love her regardless. And I never want to let her go. Not now, not ever. We didn't even bother changing out of our school uniforms before we headed out. Around 11:30, we arrived at the park where we went on our first date. It feels like ages since that day. She and I hold hands, and I can feel her newfound motivation and vitality without even looking at her. Her hands are even warmer than before. Looks like the fireworks will be starting soon. Let's find a place where we can sit and watch them. Leave it to me. I love how reliable you are. I nod towards her and flash her a smile. I guess this is our first date, huh? Yes, or well, just wait and see, okay? Okay. After spending some time searching, we come across an empty table with 2 chairs. Looks like we found our seat for the show. And just in time, too. As soon as she sits down, the sky is lit up by countless fireworks. Wow, it's so beautiful. I sit down next to her, wrapping my arms around her to keep her warm. She does the same to me. I don't know whether it's from her touch or not, but I feel like keeping her close makes me warm on the inside. I'm so happy I can enjoy these fireworks with you. I feel the same. Hey, Jennifer? Huh. I've been thinking about us and our relationship. I want to make it official. I don't want to hide it anymore. I just wanted to make sure if you're okay with this. I want to make it official as well. But if we're going to do that, I take her hands into mine. Let's do it properly. I stare into her eyes. Jennifer, will you please be my boyfriend? Sayori, will you please be my girlfriend? Fucking, like, too fucking wholesome. Too fucking sappy. Get the fuck out of here. Ugh. Fucking head over heels shit. I can't deal. It's touching my cold, long dead, non-existent heart. Why must you do this to me? Why? I may have problems with some writing or some shit like that, but like, why? God damn. It's too wholesome. Her eyes become filled with tears of joy. We said the words at the exact same time. I'm so happy, Jennifer. This is all thanks to you. I promise I'll never let you down again. You never let me down. And I know you never will. Just as our lips apart, a loud bang is heard above us. I've honestly never been too big of a fan of like actual fireworks shows. I mean, granted, okay, like 4th of July and shit like that, it can be fun if like stupid shit happens. I've got a few stories of shit that's happened, but I mean, I never like. I've been to like barely a handful of like actual fireworks shows. I mean, I personally don't like them because it's like it's usually a crowd and it's just like, nah, I don't do crowds. Besides, for me it's more fun to try to guess, is that a gunshot or is that a firework? Who knows out here? Anyways, we turn our eyes to the sky and see a rainbow-colored firework blow up above us. That's a sign. It's got to be a sign that things will get better. Hey, Jennifer? She looks at me with a deeply affectionate stare and strokes the back of my head. I'll do everything I can to make you happy as your girlfriend. You've already made me happy. You do so every day. You know my audio is off because I'm in class. That's true, that's true. Sadly, I can't talk to you in the chat because fucking this mod will apparently crash. You being alive and being with me every day is enough to make me happy. And from now on, I promise to spend every day making you even happier. Because from now on, I'll try to make both of us happy. I don't want to be selfish, but sometimes you need to be selfish in order to be selfless. Just don't overdo it, okay? I won't. Especially since I know you'll be with me all the way. Make sure I don't mess up. It makes me happy to do that. I really love you, Sayori. And I really love you back, Jennifer. Even if I still feel you're too good for someone like me, I start to feel genuine happiness from knowing you love me. At first I was so afraid, but not anymore. You give me the courage, and I'm enjoying the feeling of knowing that my love is mutual. From now on, let's make every single day awesome. You got it. Live stream Fridays. Damn. I don't know if I would cry for that. I wouldn't know how the fuck to react if something like that happened. I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I would my brain would just shut down and be like, can't process. If something like that were to happen, it'd be like, nah. That's funny though. But also too wholesome. Sayori and I hug each other tightly. Oh yeah. There's another thing, Jennifer. What is it? She purses her lips and takes a deep breath before continuing. I've decided that I'm going to tell the others about my depression. After thinking about what you said, I realize that it's wrong of me to keep running away like that. If nothing else, me being open about it could save me some stress down the line. Are you sure, Sayori? She nods. I know it's going to be hard. I feel her tighten her grip around my wrist. But I've got you by my side. That's all I need. And the others at the literature club need to know. I don't want them to worry about me. And they're my friends as well. Sayori, can I just ask a favor of you? What do you need from me? Or what do you need me to do? Please be there with me when I tell them. And if I hesitate, I want you to be the one to reveal the truth to them. Are you absolutely sure about this? You know that if I do that, things will never return to normal. She laughs dryly. I'm afraid that ship sailed a long time ago. It sailed when I told you how I feel about you, and when we became a couple. But it's alright. I don't miss it as much as I thought I would. The only way I can go is forward, right? Yep. No matter how much one might want it, the past will always remain in the past. And even when I speak of the present tense, it's also fallen into the past as I speak of it. So the only way forward is the future. She nods. Then, that's what I'll focus on. A bright future together with you. And if you want that, and if I want that, I have to cut my ties with the past. Just like when we burned the rope. I want to stop pretending like everything is fine just to please others. Since I can make them genuinely happy if I also feel happy. I'm amazed at how you've grown. It's all thanks to you. It's because I have the best boyfriend in the world. Is that it? What's going on here? Or are we gonna see the rest? Okay. That's the end of the Sayori route, I'm guessing. Do I need a click? Nope, it'll just fade. Hey Monica, what's up? What? You want me to comment on what you've done? Here's some of sort of congratulations. Maybe an admission you've succeeded at making someone at the literature club happy? It's still only one of them. Besides, it won't last. You and I are well aware that this is only a mod. What else is there to say? You saved Sayori, didn't you? She's no longer haunted by her demons of depression. You two will run along, holding hands, kissing and making happy memories. Or so the game says, anyways. Oh, but it seems like you've missed something. I wonder, if you make a few key choices, maybe something special would happen. I wouldn't know. You did have a lot of choices in this route, though. Don't mind me. But if you thought you'd be able to get a vengeful strike against me, well, that's just too bad. If you were looking for something like that, I don't think Sayori would have appreciated it, though. Is there something more for me to say, though? Not that it really matters in the end. Don't let me keep you from being happy. Do what you want. But I want you! I want you! I personally want you, Monica. I mean, yes, I love Sayori and all that shit. She's wonderful and it's a wholesome story, but like, let's be real here. It's like, depression's a lifelong thing. It's not gonna just be solved. It's like, it's not, it don't work like that, my guy. So, all I gotta say is MC's gotta, okay, I need to figure out, okay, hold on, let me check something out. So I need to figure out, if, like, there's something else. I need to see. Okay, hold on. So, how's life? I mean, right now, pretty aight, I guess. Trying to figure out how the routes work. I'm seeing if I need to make a new game, or if like I'd messed up and like we were supposed to have done like a save at the beginning of that one, of that playthrough. I... Hold on. Let me see this. How the hell? I'm guessing... Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna just go with new game and hope that it works. We can just skip through basically everything. I know how to get there, like the specific girls. The only question is, do we try to go after Natsuki or Yuri next? In the meantime, I'm gonna take off the hoodie. It's getting hot in my room. What's happening is I am hoping that I just need to start a new game to go down the other girls' routes, because we finished Sayori's. Oh, here, you know what? I can just go onto my phone. Natsuki? Okay. Oh, what? What? Oh my god. I've got too good at getting fucking... Why do I keep getting Sayori? What the hell? There's more words for her than... Oh god. Your entire class. Fuck! And now I'm like... I said that she would be like one of the easier ones to get the words for. Aha! Why? Oh my god, Sayori, no. Fuck off. We're not trying to get you now. Oh, fuck you. There's no skipping. There's no Natsuki words here. What? Skipping. Okay. Oh, I'm guessing that's like skip walking. Okay, this is find out if we got fucking Natsuki. Oh, we did. Okay. Whew. Okay. This is all like still the base game, so it doesn't matter. Okay, hold up. Do need to look up when it does pick up on hers. Okay, hold up. Okay, I think it will pick up around where the Sayori's mod picked up, or her route picked up, so it's like when we're supposed to do cupcakes with her. I think that's when, so we're good. Okay, yeah, they have their fight. We're gonna side with Natsuki. Alright. Ah, fuck you. God, fuck off, Sayori. Fluffy. I know that's a safe one. Marshmallow. Bunny. Parfait. Cheer. Oh, fuck off. Heart. Ah, fuck you. Bubbles. Kitty. Giggle. Poof. Anime. Silly. Ah, fuck you, Sayori. Ah, fuck you. God! Fuck you, Sayori. Doki Doki. I know that's Natsuki. Okay. Fingers crossed, we got Natsuki. What was that? Natsuki. Okay. Wait, Monica just showed up. Have I been like, I'm confused. Okay. I think starting the next day in this, we'll go back to like normal. Okay. So they're talking about, yep, this is them practicing. Well, alright. Should we do it? Swear we're going full straight Natsuki and tell her that we would walk home with her? Because we're going down her route. So I'm gonna say yes. Sayori? Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It's kind of a thoughtful chat in this weird question. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay. Should be still good. Sparkle. Fuck you. How's life? Right now, stressful because I want to make sure, because I don't feel like playing through like the base game every single time. So I'm like, but I don't know when the mod kicks off. I think, from what I've seen, it seems it starts around like when she comes over. So currently kind of stressful. Bunny. And apparently I've been messing up a lot of Natsuki words. Nope. Skipping. Cute. Sugar. Kitty. Lollipop. Playground. Poof. Imagination. Ah, damn, yeah, that would be Yuri. Doki Doki. Big ol'. Spinning? Yeah, let's go. Nope, that's Sayori. Skirt? Yep. Papa. Ha. Boot. Okay. Got Natsuki. Alright, I think this is where we can start off. Just to make sure. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, Do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon Ika. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let us focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry about me too much. I'm fine, see? She shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Jennifer, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading too much into it, or into it a little too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is actively dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Jennifer. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try to ask her myself. Huh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the whole thing on her mind is you, Jennifer. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than how it's always been. You're so funny, Jennifer. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. She smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... She glances down at the side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Ah, that's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking to me about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should just trust her like a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. She fiddles with the book she's holding in her hand. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah, don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for so long. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Let me stretch. Oh, yeah. Also, I don't know if you can hear me right now, Dyer, but how's life for you? Huh? How's school going? Silence. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Natsuki first. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. I know I like your writing. Or no, you know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki? What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Jennifer? Please tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems like before. Okay. So it's shit like this because... Oh, this gives me fucking anxiety now because it's like... Should I have just gone back and played through the entire thing? Because this is different. And the thing I said was, if you want to, you can. If you don't want to play through the base game again, you can skip to this part for this mod pack. But now it's like, this is like different. And I never found like an actual like thing that says like how to do this. So it's like I don't know. Getting my anxiety up. Hate it. Because it's like, I want to play this properly. Ah, fuck. It's like, was skipping through it all a fucking mistake? Because this wasn't, I don't think this, at least from my memory, this isn't from the base game. Like, this is different. Ugh. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if I can, like, dig any deeper relatively. No, that's just talking about how they liked it. Come on. Why is there, like, how am I able to consistently find nothing? Because it's just... I don't care about the development. I mean, it's cool. I love it. Much respect. But... No, I... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just start from here. Whatever. But there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point of in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... She trails off. Maybe it's because her lip started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched tightly. Hey, Natsuki? If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she puts into it. Don't read it! Before I could pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. But why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. Sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah. I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was a part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks... Oh, there you go. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set the poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay. I will. Alright. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer, because you think of me. Because you. Wonder who that's about. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dumbass. I can't just say dummy. It's got to be dumbass, okay? What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm just glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that then. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Okay, who next? I'm seriously so nervous that I fucked it up. Like, I couldn't tell anything was different too much, except for, like, I think the one time Monica shows up when you're with Natsuki reading. But I mean, to be fair, I don't really remember her route too perfectly, like the others. But it's just like, I just don't know if I messed up or not. If like I should have just gone straight from the beginning, like normal, instead of just skip. But I don't know. Fuck it. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Jennifer. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Sorry, I messed up your laugh, Sayori. I had a cough. Ah. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, yeah, that's the same. She doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changed her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Yeah, I know that's about the same because when you go down either of their routes, they begin, like the rift begins between you two. Or like if you go down Yuri's route, Natsuki doesn't like you. Go down Natsuki's route, Yuri doesn't like you. So okay. Let's see if anything's changed in this conversation. Hi, Jennifer. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with Natsuki's style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Jennifer. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Jennifer. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask... I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. Well, what I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want that. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to her. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. She smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Yep, we've read this one. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and reread it. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning. All purpose. And all that was ever sought. And here I am. A feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. All that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand is a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I always love her poems. Okay. A lot of the poems are fucking great. But, in their own way. Because Sayori's poems, I get them. They're pretty good. Yuri's poems, I just love them. Natsuki's poems, they're pretty aight. And then, but Monica's, it's just got that extra layer to it of, especially when you first play the game and you don't really get it. But then, after you played and it's oh, you get, the extra layer and shit. I just love it. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's tip writing of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or bad, or okay, is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I see you. What's up, Ethan? Currently, I'm having like a mini anxiety attack because it's like, we finished Sayori's route. So I started the new game for Natsuki's route. Because that's what they decided to do. And, so I was looking it up to see if I did need to start a new game or if I had fucked up by not putting a start at the start of the previous playthrough. And I couldn't find anything on that, but I did find like a YouTube video that said you could skip to this point in it for because it would be basically the base game up until this point, kind of like how it was previously. But then I noticed very small, very slight changes. And then so I decided to, instead of just skipping through everything, I decided to stop and start actually playing again through the day after they start practicing for this. So this is the day where we choose who we're going to help out with the festival. And there's some small things different. So it's cause with Natsuki specifically. So it's I don't know if I missed things prior or if I didn't, or if it's just I'm having a mini anxiety attack if I fucked it up or not. It's I just don't know. But I've been unable to find anything concrete of how to do it properly. And I hate that. But yeah. Anyways. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually just wasn't feeling too well, so she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... PogChamp. Ali must have... Huh? Mustafar? I don't know. You gay? Yes. I am. How can I not like girls, right? Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. Oh, that's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Did you just read me? Yes. I don't know how to properly say your name, but... Hi. And yes, I am gay. How can I not like girls, right? It's like, of course I'm going to be gay. Wow. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, friends account. Cool. Hello, friends account. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Now I'm swearing to Twitchers. I will fuck off and go swear to somebody else. It's a panel. You came to the wrong person. I'm fucking chill. I'll switch that shit back on you. I always found it funny, cause I grew up and I played like on Xbox Live. People would always try to get me to raids and shit, and I always just come back out with like a joke or some shit. Like they could just never like get me to be pissed off, and it was so funny. I trolled the trollers, so good luck with it. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at the desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Jennifer. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Okay, what the hell is the 3 asterisks? Watch this. What am I gonna watch? Do I need to go grab some popcorn real fast? What am I watching? I'm staring intently. You got my attention. What you trying to do? Come on, come on. I don't get what the 3 asterisks are. Like, is that like some word or something? I just linked? Huh? I'm confused. I don't know what you're trying to do, but okay. Is it like a link to like either a really, really bad video or some shit, or like post or something like that? Or are you trying to like rickroll me? Book? Is his channel's name? Cool. Good for them. I don't know how to say that properly, but I'd probably fucking butcher it if I tried to. Anyways, you could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of a help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a chance, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Whatever, I'm out of here. Bye! Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Jennifer may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds more like you just making excuses for Jennifer to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Something tells me that was a troll. I know, but like, I trolled a troll, so it's... Like, Ethan, you remember back in like fucking early days Rocket League, right? With fucking, shit, what's his name? He'd be always, like, Boosted, I think. He would always be trying to, like, get me pissed off or some shit, but, like, I would be getting him more annoyed with my jokes I would always come back at him with, or just, like, he'd just try to get me pissed off, and I wouldn't be getting pissed off, and then piss off him. I trolled the troll. Do you remember that? It was fucking hilarious. It was, like, years ago, like, when we were all still, like, playing Rocket League together. Just, what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Jennifer to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Jennifer, are you okay with this? Right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Natsuki, right? Because that's the route we're doing. I can't even choose Yuri. I love that. Oh, I forget if that's in the base game or not. Oh, I forget. Because... Oh. Hey, thanks for the follow. Hello, back again. What's up? Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. Select Natsuki or die. I mean, I already selected her, but I do kind of want to die, so... Yeah. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work. So it could probably be used for 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that... Lamau, whatever. Hey. Who hurt you? It's okay, you can talk. I would like this to be a wholesome chat, but I mean, it's like... Here's how I kind of want to deal with this. Bitch, I've already played this game. We're already past the fight. It's already happened. Boy, okay. I want the chat to be wholesome, but okay, I gotta lay the thing down. I'm gonna be trolled and trolls. I've watched a handful of like YouTubers I like play this game every single year since it came out. Like 5 or 6 people, like different YouTubers, their playthrough of this game basically annually until I got to play it like earlier this year. No, Monica's amazing. She's best girl. Just Monica. So you can't spoil me. Unless if you know everything that goes on in the Purist mod, because that's what this is. It's not the base game. I mean, right now it technically is, but I'm playing a mod of it. It's fun. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yurdi? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Jennifer? Me? I guess you'd say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. No? No what? Yes. You don't what? You don't exit that? Huh? What'd you try to say? That's good enough for me. What about you, Yurdi? Yurdi? She's still sulking. F you, Monica. I wish I could. Rip Sarah. She's still alive right now. Don't worry, we haven't left her hanging just yet. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hand down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're going to plan the atmosphere, but you're going to make it special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. And I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Well, there you go. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Are you rich? No, not at all. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best. And all of us are gonna make it a really great event. Yeah, yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. I'm gonna make you rich. Oh yeah, what you gonna do? You won't bet. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so I will stay here. Bet. Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs their things. I start to follow Monica and Yurdi out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? We still need to figure out their plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Let's go. Getting them digits. You better not make it weird or anything. Ah, I'm gonna totally make it weird. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all of the ingredients. Sorry, but you can't. I wouldn't have bet. It's all good, it's all good. You're all good. Don't worry about it. Wait. You coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, well, how do you think I feel about it? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a few seconds. Well, words, I can't do that. Watch Queen on Twitch. Is that like another Twitcher or like Twitch streamer? Or you mean like P-Queen? If I don't remember to, yeah. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. P-Queen is rich. Good for them. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say that you were going to give me the dirty work? Bye, Natsuki. Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I think she'd say bye. But considering she's a Cinderella, she'd probably also call you the dumbass, so you know. Thought I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so. I'm not a she, I'm a he. Did I call you a she? I don't think I did. I think I was referring to Natsuki when I said that. I don't know. I'm stupid with words, so I probably did. My bad. Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out. See you Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're out of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Alright. There we go. Back finally popped a little bit. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Wait, I'm gonna go with my another account. Cool. I guess see you in a sec. I don't know. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanged numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach her house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. She's not anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Jennifer. I sat down in the room. Sayori's forced smile is easy, but it's easy. Oh, Sayori's forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Her room is as messy as it's always been. Again, not really all that messy. You got the paper there, you got some papers there. You got the shirt and some pants, it looks like. And then, I guess the blanket's on the floor as well, but like, where's the mess? I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I had ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know about that? She had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yeah? There's more silence between us. She stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, she smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Jennifer. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here, and you wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, right? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. She gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Jennifer. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Jennifer? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression all my life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by like having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as a close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done anything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Jennifer. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. You doing this route again? No, this always happens. Like this scene with Sayori always happens because she always leaves early in the base game on this day, and then you always have it in the back of your head before, even if Yuri or Natsuki is the one that's coming over, you always go over and you find out about this. So, Spring Bebsy, or Bebsy, or however the hell you say that. What's up? Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I need you to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Jennifer. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be as it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. You try to link something again? And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you've come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah. Jennifer? Sayori? I don't care if you feel selfish. I really am happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Jennifer. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, her arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Jennifer, Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make those feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Hey, thanks for the follow. Join my cult. Join my coven. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me in return. Read my name. Spring Bebesi? I don't know. Was that like... I'm bad at like knowing how to read names and shit. Spring baby? Huh. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Jennifer. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But Spring baby? Aight, nice to meet you, Spring baby. Your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. She lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? You too? Good stream? Why, thank you. I try my best, which is not very good, but, you know, I try to be entertaining. But yeah. I just be myself, make my jokes, enjoy the wholesome that I can't stand because it fucking melts me. God, I wish the cough would go away already. It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. She wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Okay. Okay, so that's... Okay, I like that. Or I don't know if I like that or not. Because we aren't going down her route, so we wouldn't actually stay, but it's like, as the friend, you still should. Yeah. Good decision. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at my home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to only find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked? You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Wait, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Jennifer? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki's holding out to me. Ugh. This is ridiculously heavy. What the hell? Ha 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 ha. I carried that all the way here. Aren't you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Besides, that's nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? I mean, it's not like I hate it. I mean, I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because you were not at school. Are we getting started, or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're almost more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're treating me like a little kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like that. Now she catches her words, and her face turns red. Well. I smell an insecurity. I'm getting hungry. What do I want for lunch? Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should probably know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Got him! How would you know that anyways? Just trust me on this one. If you're into fucking manga and shit and you're unaware of like how popular some like lolly characters can be and shit like that, I don't know. It's like flat is justice. Opie is truth. Medium is premium. And thick thighs save lives. But come on. It's like all well known. Gross. Hey, Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all you get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Jennifer. Nah, I don't get sour. I get, fresh, I guess? Sweet? I don't know. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all of the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Jennifer, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this. Can't you at least try to have fun? Yeah, everybody, let's have fun. Just have fun. What is it? F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Here in the deep blue sea. Watch me get fucking copyright struck because of that. I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Let's go. Learn it, my guy. Just make sure you're completely finished. You completely finish making the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. Really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some on my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! I'm not Natsuki. Tis I, witchy princess. Who is this Natsuki you speak of? The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross! Got it all on my face! Hey, that's a screenshot. It's always nice. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Just use your fingers. You don't gotta, like, make it more weird, you know? You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. There you go. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use the other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh, yeah. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it, or don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that all the time, you know? Or you do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Aight then. I see you, MC-kun. I see what you're up to. You into the sucking on the fingers there, hey. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Jennifer, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless if you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Oh! I don't know, let's see, you're pinning her down, then you start sucking on her fingers. I don't know, you see what she's trying to send? It's like, hey, you know, you feel? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice the shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Just fucking passes out on top of her. It's like, he didn't even start, but he's already out. Ain't even start, but he's down for the count. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. It would have been perfect timing for me to have actually had a cough. Natsuki moment. Natsuki momento. Natsuki momentum. You left a dirty tray in there, dumbass. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning on the oven. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Do they actually stop like that? From my experience, you just gotta beat the shit out of them and break them, and there you go. And then, like, it stops. It's like, those shits don't stop. I don't know how to turn those things off. Like, how do you? Like, in all actuality. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Oh, wow. Ah, that smells so good. Ah, fuck you, I can't smell. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all are. Natsuki is hot, ooh. Natsuki's so hot, ooh. You into them lollies? Or just them tsunderes? Or both. Lolly tsunderes. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope we can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use this to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That actually gives me an idea. Huh? Well, it's a literature club event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Oh, come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think that you're cute. Sayori died. No, she is not. At the moment, she is still currently breathing. Or whatever codes do. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle to each other's bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Yes, she is cute. Yeah. I won't say she's hot, but she is cute. Adorable. I mean, all the girls are adorable in their own way, so, you know. Monika's the best girl, though. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all aside, or side by side, to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Ugh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. Why is your name Princess? Because that's what I am. I'm a witchy princess. Ah, she would still eat dinner. Oh, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me like the way she listens to you. Ah. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so hopeless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki? Huh? What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. And if you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Jennifer, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Uh, I'm sorry, I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I'd really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer. Ooh. Ooh, what's about to happen? Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What's happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Monica! Don't mind me. Monica? Sari said she was just helping you online. I changed my mind and decided to come over. Anyways, Monica, just now, we weren't... don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. I was on my way to Sayori's house, since our work for the festival won't get itself done. Especially if I'm not actually online. Right, you were going to help her. Anyways, I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? I was hoping we could talk at Sayori's. It's been a while since it's been just us girls. Yeah, well, we can talk at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then, Jennifer. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Monica waves goodbye. Not Sayori, She's already told you what she's going through, right? I try to open my mouth, but nothing comes out. I was about to ask her how she knew, but it's likely that Sayori's told Monica about things. They seem like close friends after all. Don't worry about it. What? If you're going to go after someone or something, don't do it half-heartedly. So don't worry. I'll take care of things so you can focus on what's ahead of you. Monica gives an enigmatic laugh. Even if you try to save everyone, you can only do it one at a time, huh? I guess even you have your limits. Or maybe that's how you wanted things. But it hardly matters. I'll handle what you can't. It's not like I have much to do anyways. Monica? I don't really know what to say, but thanks. Alright. See you tomorrow at the festival, Jennifer. With that, Monica gives a wave as she goes towards Sayori's house. It's always refreshing to see her. I love her. Nice surprise, nice surprise. Alright. I guess I better go rest for the festival tomorrow. Beep, beep. It's the day of the festival. I hear my alarm clock going off, and while yawning, I stretch my arms out and look at the time. It's not supposed to be this late, is it? I could have sworn I set my alarm clock correctly. I checked my phone and see nearly 15 unread messages and a dozen missed calls, all of them from Natsuki. My heart sinks, and I realize I'm about to be an hour later than I was supposed to. I get ready as quickly as I can and hurry over to the kitchen to grab the cupcakes Natsuki and I baked, hastily stacking 2 trays so I can carry everything. I rush out the door and head towards school, anxious about how much this might hurt our club's activity today. I rush into the school and head towards the classroom, making sure not to drop the cupcakes. I walk into the room and see a decent number of people already there for the festival. Seriously? I turn to the side to see Natsuki glaring at me, as nervous as I was. Sorry, my alarm wasn't set correctly. I hadn't planned on being late, honest. I put the cupcake trays on a nearby table, and people start rushing towards it. Surely that's not the only reason they'd come, right? Well, while you were struggling to figure out how to use basic technology, people have already started arriving and we didn't have any cupcakes. I mean, do you know how hard it is to get people to stick around for something like this when there's no food? I looked at my phone again, remembering how many times she tried to message me. Yeah, I can see you were concerned. I'm really sorry. You tried pretty hard to get a hold of me, though. You were really worried about me, huh? Alright. Yeah. I was worried about how our club's activities would turn out, dumbass. Sure, I was a little worried about you too, but... Natsuki looks off to the side. Look, it doesn't matter. Hey. I walk a bit closer to Natsuki. We're here now. People are going to eat some of the best cupcakes on the planet while they're going to be enjoying the festival. I promise it'll be fun. Sound good? You better not disappoint me then. Natsuki crosses her arms, but I could tell she was still excited, or at the very least interested. Thankfully, the poem reading activity wasn't scheduled to happen until later today, so it seems I didn't mess up too badly. The club and I spent a while greeting everyone who came in and telling them about our club, but a few of them seemed interested. I noticed that a good number of people came in solely for the purpose of taking a cupcake, which I should have expected, I guess. It wasn't the most exciting thing ever, but it wasn't that boring either. After all, I was doing this to help the club. Gotta keep in mind, you also joined this club because, first off, you even came because of the cupcakes, so you can't be all Judgy McJudgerson, okay? After some more time passed, I hear Monika's voice in the distance. Okay, everyone, it's time to read poems. We'll be starting by having our literature club members read their wonderful selections first. If you wouldn't mind starting us off, Sayori. Right. I'll try my best. Sayori looks nervous going up to the podium. But once she actually begins reading, it's clear that she becomes more and more uncomfortable as the poem goes on. Or comfortable. Once she finishes with her poem, we all clap as Monika starts speaking again. Thank you for the great poem, Sayori. Next up is, before Monika can finish, Yuri runs up to the podium, tightly clutching her poem. Yeah, Yuri, take it away. Yuri starts reading her poem. There's soon an air of confidence in her voice, showing that she had definitely prepared for this. With Yuri's poem finished, everyone claps again as Monika is ready for the next person to read their poem. Next up will be myself. Ahem. Monika takes out her poem and starts reading. Everyone who came to check out the festival were blown away by her poem. Or maybe it was just her they loved. Nonetheless, it was clear Monika was an expert at this. Well, I hope you enjoy my poem. Next we'll be having Jennifer read his. Alright. I was hoping I'd be able to go last, but it's now or never. Hey, everyone. I coughed and had to glance over at my poem a few times to make sure I'm ready. Luckily, the awkward silence doesn't last long as I begin reciting. My performance somehow ends up being worse than when I practiced. Most people clapped out of pity, but I see Natsuki clapping just a bit harder. Aw. To be fair, that was also probably out of pity, but I appreciated the gesture. I step down from the podium and walk over to Natsuki. Why are you so sad? You could have done so much worse. I'm almost surprised that you didn't, actually. Yeah, that's true. Wait, you don't have that little faith in me, do you? I'm just saying that you did better than anyone outside this club could have done. Is Natsuki giving me a genuine compliment? Granted, that's not saying a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. Oh. I turn towards Monika as she speaks up again. Last but not least, Natsuki will be reading her poem. Natsuki gets up to the podium and prepares her poem. Of course, I'm not least. I'll even prove it. Not that I need to. Natsuki reads her poem, this time being noticeably more enthusiastic than when practicing with the club members. Her writing style shines through as usual, making for an entertaining experience. Once she's done, we all clap, although I drew a bit of attention by clapping a little longer after everyone else stopped. Wow. Trying to be extra, my guy. I see you. Natsuki gets down from the podium and walks over to me. That was incredible. What do you expect? I thought that would be obvious. But there's no harm in accepting your compliment anyways, so thanks, I guess. Now that the literature club's members are done, would anyone else like to? Monika starts but looks around to see that most people were already leaving. I mean, we kept their attention longer than I thought we would. Yeah, and we had fun, didn't we? I suppose that went well enough. Hey, There's one person that's still here to take the last cupcake, but yeah. It's another hour before the festival ends, though. Now what? We all brainstorm for a few moments. We could try drawing in more people. Why not? Why don't we give it up? We don't have to give up. It's not like we have any more cupcakes, though. I'm sure we can think of some reason for people to visit. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think it's worth to keep dragging this out. Don't be so... Don't be so pessimistic, Natsuki. There's always a chance to bring what we're doing in here back to life. I think maybe we could just hang out for a bit. If more people want to come in, they'll come in. But it would be a shame to not look at the rest of the festival. That's true. We should try to have some fun while we're here. Well, if everyone else agrees. If you guys want to do that, then I don't think I should be the one to stop you. I'll stay here in case anyone does come. Wada comes up to me and whispers in my ear. Go with Natsuki. I'll help with Sayori. Like I said, don't worry. Monica winks and walks away. Wait, is it that obvious? See, she's best girl. She also being wing woman. Like, what else could you ask for? She's perfect. She's awesome. And even in this shit, it's like, even though she loves you, she sees what you're doing and all that stuff, and it's like, I got you. I got you. And it's like, oh, I love her. Monica winks and walks away. Wait, is it that obvious? Seeing as there's no reason not to take her advice, I go up to Natsuki. Natsuki, want to check out the rest of the festival with me? She glances around to see everyone else looking at us. Well, sure, but only because I have nothing better to do. She struggles to hide a smile on her face. I see that smile. Sure thing, Natsuki. We walk outside the classroom to try to get through the hallway, which is filled with groups of students. They call it chaos makes it difficult to tell where we're going, but it doesn't take too long for us to get a grip on things. Tyler, have you ever made someone cry of happiness? Still no audio. I don't know. I wouldn't think so. Hold up. The chaos makes it difficult to tell where we're going, but it doesn't take too long for us to get a grip on things. Eventually, we manage to make it outside the school. There's lots of stands, most of them carnival games. Anything look interesting to you, Natsuki? I guess I could try one of those games they have at some of those stands. To our left, we see a stand with a game where you have to throw a ball to knock over milk bottles. We walk over there and see what I assume is a first year as she places some balls on the counter. You have 3 shots to knock over all the bottles. Want to give it a try? I turn to Natsuki. Who should go first? You'll probably miss, so I don't mind giving you a chance to have some fun at least trying. That's very nice of her, I think. I pick up a ball and get ready to throw. I take a deep breath and lob the ball at the bottles. 3 out of 9 bottles, not bad. Natsuki picks up a ball as well. A stern look of concentration envelops her face as she looks for the best angle to throw from. However, 10 seconds pass and she still hasn't thrown. Natsuki? Everything alright? Shh, I'm concentrating. She stares at the bottles for a few more moments and finally throws. It was a straight, hard throw, which would be more impressive if she didn't not only miss the bottles, but threw the ball so hard that it bounced off the back of the stand and nearly hit one of us. Whoa, be careful. Fine, you can have the last shot. I pick up the last ball and throw, only knocking off one of the bottles this time. Aw, that's a shame. Thanks for playing, though. I don't get how... I mean, my aim's not always the best, but I was okay with those whenever I tried. Natsuki and I walk away, only to be approached by a third year who looks like he could pass for a door-to-door salesman. How would you like to have your compatibility with each other measured? Excuse me? No, thank. I was trying to. I tried saying no, only for him to drag us both and Natsuki, or both us and Natsuki, to a small table. Another third year sits at the end opposite of us, as the other third year walks away. Please have a seat. Natsuki and I try to sit down, only to bump into each other, realizing a small problem. There's really only one chair for for your love measure thing. You two have to be close together for this to work, after all. I motion my hand for Natsuki to take the seat. Now each of you need to hand me your palm. I'd rather leave, thanks. Before Natsuki could try getting up, the third year grabs her palm away. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed, but as long as we're stuck doing this, I'll put out my palm as well. Yes. Wait a moment. If you're already a couple, how am I supposed to measure your compatibility? What? No, it's not like that. You have nothing to be ashamed of, but please, do not waste my time. Got him! Frustrated, Natsuki gets up and walks away, grabbing my arm and dragging me along in the process. Jeez, the nerve of her. To be fair, I can see why she'd make that mistake. Yeah, but people shouldn't jump to conclusions like that, even if it's true that... Natsuki stops mid-sentence. Natsuki? Whatever, let's just get some food, okay? I haven't eaten all day. We head over to a stand that appears to be serving hamburgers. 2 hamburgers, please. I hand over some money to the person serving. Unfortunately, we're out of buns for regular hamburgers. We do have some delicious ramen burgers, however. I'm not so sure about that. Would you be fine with it, Natsuki? And as I turn to look at the server again, I see our money already gone. I'm also pretty sure that's not allowed. But it isn't particularly expensive in the first place, so I let it slide. We head over to a nearby table and sit down. The luxury of sitting down for once feels nice, I have to admit. As hectic as these past few days have been, I have to admit they were kind of fun. You're not a terrible baker, so I can give you a credit for that. Come on, there's no way they would have turned out as well as they did without you. Yeah, but besides that, I meant what I said yesterday about us hanging out more often, by the way. If you ever want to meet up, just send me a text. I sent you 50 messages earlier and you didn't respond, but I'll keep it in mind. But I got here in the end, didn't I? Well, you're not wrong, I was just scared. Natsuki quickly changes expressions. Don't oversleep next time, okay? Could Natsuki have really been that worried about me when she didn't see me responding to any of her messages? I thought she would have guessed I overslept, but maybe she thinks differently than I expect. I'll try. Sorry again for being late. The server comes over to our table and gives us each a burger that has ramen as the buns instead of a traditional bread. What the fuck? That's what a ramen burger would be? Huh? Aight, whatever. it actually tastes okay. So I guess I'm not at least getting my money's worth. I mean, I'm not going to go and claim this festival as professional in the slightest, but it is a school festival, so I can't complain too much. After talking a bit, we finish eating and get up again. I'm exhausted. You? Yeah, I'm a little tired too. Guess we should head home, huh? I think I'd be fine with leaving the festival now. I'm glad I got to spend it with you. I had an okay time too. Better than if I didn't go with you, probably. Somehow we find ourselves staring each other's eyes. Only for a brief moment, but it happened. Oh, it definitely happened. Yeah, well, see you tomorrow. You too. There, I did it. I went to the festival, recited my poem, and got to spend time with Natsuki. I'd say today was a success. I hope things can continue to go as well as this did. It's probably more likely to happen if I actually set my alarm clock correctly this time, though. I probably gonna go ahead and end the stream here. It's getting about time. So, and I'm hungry. I want some lunch, stuff to eat. So yeah, oh! Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make my exit. I'll be, live again as usual in about 4 hours. I'll be playing some Higurashi. So, I hope to see anybody there. Have some fun. Hang out and crack jokes and enjoy the story. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good day in the meantime. And, catch you later.